and your life is ruined.
Yes, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
I think well, I don't even know if they want to. I don't even know if they know it's an option.
Well, you have a point. That is true. My mom,
Yeah. I
I
keep
mean,
on
yes, she
getting this
loved oranges.
Well, I keep on getting this picture. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a guest. It is the pronunciation of your name is Milo?
Milou.
Milou. Milou.
Right.
Okay. I always want to make sure I get that right. I'm famous for mispronouncing about everything. So,
Me too.
all right. So what I have here is we're going to do some questions for Milou, and I am going to pop it over to him. He's going to tell us about his YouTube channel, what he does, and when how to get a hold of him if you do readings and all of that good stuff. So go ahead, take it.
Sure. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. My name is Milou. If you go on YouTube, on the search box, you type Milou, I will come up. You will recognize me. Yes, I do reading like everyone else, and my information is right below my video. You can call me, you can email me, you can go on my website and make an appointment, whatever you like. It's You can get a hold of me that way. So it's a pleasure being here, and thank you for having me.
Thank you. So what is your specialty on your channel, what you do?
I I basically don't have a specialty. I stream live almost every day. Well, at least I used to do it 6 days a week, but the past couple of months I cut back to five because I am doing a membership program. I just started it, uh, to help people develop, their intuitive abilities and or gift. And but I mostly on my channel I talk about politics, but like on Monday evenings and Saturday evenings I talk about. I'm open. The floor is to the subscribers. Uh, Whatever questions they have, personal or political, and they can call me. It's like a little call-in show. I have my YouTube phone, so they call me and they speak to me over the phone, and I do short readings, 2-3 minutes, one question, because otherwise you can do a full reading for somebody, and other people you know how that is. They're not interested in listening about other people, so I'll do short readings for people, one question answer, and that's it.
Fantastic. And so what you're doing is channeling?
I don't know how you call this. Is this channeling? I'm not sure.
So what I guess there's so many different ways of doing it, and a lot of people like to put like labels on stuff, and I'm not a
Not
big
me.
labeler either. So what you do is you are connected to, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you're
I,
connected to spirit, and when you feel the information drop in, that's what you're doing, is talking about what
yes.
you feel about.
Well, I don't know. When somebody says channeling, it's probably because when I was growing up, my mom is psychic as well, and she used to channel. So when people say channeling, I think of someone who's channeling a spirit. You know what I mean? My mother used to do that. No, I don't do that. I don't know how to do it. So
Well, you can channel a person, or you can channel direct power source.
I don't know. I've never channeled a person. I wouldn't know if I'm channeling a person. Maybe that's what I should say. I can. Okay, let me give you an example. I used to do this on AOL when they had only chats only, and I used to do mediumship readings there. So I don't know if you call that, because someone would come in, even in person as well, because I used to belong to the ARE Center, Advocacy Center in New York City. And I used to do, like John Edward does on TV, or every Saturdays I used to do it there. And I would communicate messages from loved ones on the other side. So I don't know if that's what you mean by channeling someone else. I don't think, because I feel, like I said, my mom used to do it. It's like my mom became possessed. I'm never like that.
Gotcha,
I don't
gotcha.
understand it. You see what I mean?
I do see what you mean. So the difference is that mediumship is what I consider speaking to a loved one and then relaying a message.
Exactly.
Not necessarily a channeling. Yeah, I get
right.
That. So this is kind of what you're doing on your channel, is you are spirit is speaking to you and you're just passing on the information.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, for anyone can understand, but me, I don't know if it's because I was born this way and I don't do it the way my mom does it. So I don't, like you said, I just do what I do.
Sure.
And I don't even think about it.
Absolutely. I am a big, huge advocate of somebody, always stand in your power of how you do this work.
Right.
Maybe different than somebody else's way of doing it, but
right.
It is your
what
way.
Works for you.
Yes.
You know what? You're right. That's exactly correct. It's what works for you, and don't worry about the labels.
Exactly.
Because like some people, okay, I'm going to use my my precognizance, side, or no.
Yes.
Me, it's like a soup. I mix everything.
Yep. And now, and with me, what I could do is I can sit in, I have tools, all the tools in front of me, and I can choose whichever tool
You're lucky.
I would like to help with my,
right.
as I do what I do as well. So yeah, I get that completely. It's like a different way of doing it, but you're still doing the work, which is great and wonderful.
Right.
So when you give readings,
yes,
go ahead and tell them what type of reading they would be receiving.
Do you mean, okay, well, I don't know if that's the right way, but what I don't even, maybe it's because I used to do it in a chat room on AOL, and I love to challenge myself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my belief, and like I said, that's my way, like, when someone talks to me, I don't need any information. All I need is, I know somebody is there, even doesn't matter if you give me your name, because I'm very hard on myself when I do this. I just start speaking what I get. And and sometimes people don't understand, I'm like, okay, write it down, or if it's being recorded, it's even better. They can go back and listen to it again. But I tell people, if I say something you don't understand it now, you will get it later, or it will come to pass later. But to me, the most, because okay, I think I know why I'm like this. It is because growing up, they used to ridicule psychics. Well, just, I'm sure like they used to do it here. That's why here I shock people. And I will give you an example of that. So that's why I don't want people to tell me anything or anything of that sort. I just start speaking. And I'll give you an example. I went to court once, 12 years ago, federal court, because I was about to lose a house. $1 million. Oh. Anyway. And when I walked in, the judge asked me, well, what do you do? I said, well, I'm a software engineer, but right now I'm working, I'm growing a psychic business. And he looked at me as if I was, and when I saw him like smirking and thinking that I was nuts, and I turned around, my lawyer was right next to me, and I asked him, I don't remember the name I asked him, but I said, who's this person? He says, he looked at me Like, I said, you know, can you please tell me who that person is? I knew that was one of his kids. He goes, that's my daughter. I'm like, well, it seems like she's having an issue with school. This guy turned all kinds of shades. I said, she is gonna get in. I don't know if she got in. That's what I told him. He couldn't believe it. There was the stenographer who was sitting next to him. You know, when you go to court, the people who type. And I said, I knew it was her who had breast cancer. I said, who has breast cancer? By this time, I had everybody transfixed. My lawyer was about to pass out. Okay, it was in the federal building in Newark, New Jersey. That's where I did that. And the woman looked at me. She said, by the time she was enjoying me talking to the judge, and I turned to her. I said, "Who has cancer, chest, breast?" She says, "It's me." And I said, "Well, you're gonna be okay. Just continue with your treatment." Oh my God, the judge almost freaked out. He looked at me, he says, "Okay, sir, you can stop now, Mr. Polycroft."
Good for you.
So I can tell you a whole bunch of stories, and you know, people stop me in the street. The thing is, that's why now I may be a little different than a lot of people, okay? The minute I'm very hard on myself because the way they used to treat psychics, you sit in front of me and then I start speaking. That's the way I do it. But I'm not saying it's the right way or the wrong way, but that's my way.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? It's because I don't want anyone to think, well, you know, we give you an idea.
Yeah.
And that's why I used to love to do it on AOL, because you can't make that up. You don't know the person on the other side. You have no sensory anything. The only thing is you looking at the screen. I don't know if you were ever played on the chat rooms on AOL.
Briefly, I was just a young mother at the time, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
So you didn't have time,
yeah. So I know exactly what you're talking. Those are called blind readings in what I do. Is
I don't know if that's how they call them, but yeah.
I love not knowing anything.
Right.
And that is where I know for a fact that spirit is talking to me, because I too, you know, if a fact or something or somebody tells me too much of a situation, it kind of dilutes the message in a certain type of way, because I get that. So that's what I call them is like blind reaction, blind readings. So yeah, I get what you're saying is I don't get any information. I do. All right. So that's wonderful, Mila. And I like it. This is what I love about our community is always never apologize for your style of reading. Bottom line, never.
Thank you.
And always stand in your power with that. So so you've been on YouTube for 5 years, right? And
going 5 years in this November.
I did see some of your videos back in the day where you were with Linda G.
Oh yeah, I've collaborated with Linda G a whole bunch of times. Well, no, that was I didn't I'm not sure, but I don't think I collaborated with Linda until possibly a year after. Oh yeah, probably a year after. And I'll tell you why. I did not know. Now I'm learning, you know, more about all the psychics that we have on YouTube, because I'm trying to collaborate with more people. But someone mentioned Linda G to me because I was complaining, you know, YouTube is clamping down on me. How do I bust out? And they said, well, you have to collaborate with people. And someone who says, well, I know Linda G, why don't you collaborate with her? And that's how we started collaborating. And she helped me a lot. She overcame the, I don't remember. I think I was stuck at somewhere around 6,000, 5,000. And then I collaborated with her, and then, you know, things started changing. Yeah. So she helped me a lot in that sense. You know, I was stuck, and it was fun.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. She's a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going to move on to, you live really close to Mar-a-Lago, don't you?
Yes.
So, like I said, people who do not live in Florida, people who do not even live near Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
we would love to know what your sense of your, surroundings are, and what you feel if you, kind of go towards Mar-a-Lago. What is it? What is
Right.
it that you feel? What kind of
Well,
stuff
if
do you?
you go to, I know it's, it's a, people in the news, they have it as a club, but it's a huge house and a huge property. And the sea, I believe it's the Atlantic Ocean is right. Oh my God, it's an island anyway, where he lives at. And it's on both sides, in front and in the back of the property. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm very bad with directions. If you're heading north and that main road to drive in front of his place is on the left, and on the right side there is a house, and right behind the house the ocean is there, and also on his side the ocean is there as well. The minute you drive into that area, the energy is money, and we're not talking about
Yeah.
$500,000. We're talking about millions
Right.
and billions. Because the minute you drive into the island, excuse me, I'm gonna have a sip of water.
Of course.
All you see is like Rolls Royce, Porsches, Lamborghinis, yeah. And but it's the same like everywhere with people with money. Some of them are very, their nose,
Oh, very snobby. Yeah, I
yeah,
get
but
that.
if you drive further down, they have a beach there and it's public.
Oh.
You wouldn't believe, and that's such a very opulent neighborhood. It's about maybe 2 or 3 miles from his house on the same road. Okay, like I told you, across from him, you have the sea. There's a beach there as well, but where they allow everyone from anywhere, and I guess from the area, is about 2 or 3 miles down from him. And there you there's a mixture. You see people walking around in bathing suits. The first time I went there, I'm like, I did not know, so I was just exploring, and I saw this beautiful young lady with bikinis, and I'm like, what? What's going on here?
Well.
Yeah. But after that, I realized okay, there's a beach over there, so anybody could go there. But at the time, I didn't put two and two together until I sat down and I hung out for a while and I realized it. But, you pick up the money energy. I mean, there are some nice people there,
Do you ever feel criminal? Do you ever feel, was there ever what is the general atmosphere of Florida and Mar-a-Lago? And I mean, nowadays, not back then, but like now.
Oh, no, I'm talking about now. Well, now Florida is still, been a pretty conservative place. Okay. I don't know that many people, but in my area where I am at, there are a lot of people from New York City, New Jersey, from the East, from the Northeast. Yeah. So I'm more or less a bit sheltered, but I'll give you an example. About maybe 4 or 5 months ago, there was a group of people who were walking around, putting leaflets in people's cars, warning them that if you are from New York and you are woke, you better go back, otherwise they're going to do things to you. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. So you have a mixture of those people. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Where I am at, it's more or less, I've not felt anything negative. The only thing is because I've never even been to the supermarket. I drive by, I know where they are. Because of COVID, I'm afraid to go inside. Okay. Although now I can because I bought a mask. But the minute I get out of here, I go up to, that's the only place I go to by the beach, and I'll stand up or stay away from crowds, and I'll hang out there. So, but where I am at, it's not bad. It's, a lot of people from New Jersey and New York, like I said, even and throughout this area, okay, and there's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's the energy around here. I'm sorry. That's what
Well,
it boils down to.
we do know, I mean, we do know that.
I don't have any. I don't have any, because I'm renting an apartment, but
Right.
but like where I live at, it's not, some kind of opulent anything. It's just a regular apartment. It's not bad. It's pretty clean. He is middle class because they have a lot of police cops living around here, and so people who work for social services in the area. So I feel safe.
Wow.
It's a nice place. That's why I'm staying here.
So the next thing, being so close to that, let me get my notes real quick.
Sure.
How do you feel about the races in this country? Like, give us an impression of what the Republicans are going through right here, right now, with the energy of Mar-a-Lago being raided.
Yeah.
Trump and the January 6th commission. I mean, what is your real take on that, since you're right smack dab in the middle of?
Yeah, I know. Most of them are hypocrites. Yeah. Most of them I feel are hypocrites. And I was, the way I describe this, the way I get it on my mind is they are all greedy for money.
Yeah.
And it's not just like anything else. Like, you have a movie star,
right,
and they have people around them, and they are making money and trying to do everything to use the principal star power to, and they're playing the same game with the Trump people around Trump. They're a bunch of grifters, and Trump is a principal grifter, you see. And these people could not care less. Most of them couldn't care less about the country. All they want is money. And I'm going to give you an example. I don't know, I'm sure, your viewers have heard. Lachlan Murdoch's, one of Murdoch's sons, he can't stand Trump. He thinks that if Trump were to become president again, it would not be good for the country. But
we lose everything.
They keep promoting Trump, because he's good for business. So to me, Republicans now are a bunch of grifters, and they don't care about the country. And also, the energy is they want to install someone who can grab on the presidency, rig everything so they can remain in power.
Yeah.
So basically, they want to institute the minority rule type of situation in this country. I don't feel it's going to, my prediction is I don't feel it's going to work. But that's, in a nutshell,
I think
how
also,
I feel about Republicans.
I think power is more important to them than money, because when they have power, they can have anything, money included.
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
Power is their addiction, and because you can, like with the Trumps, most of the Trump supporters that are in the rural areas, they're not rich people, but they are chasing power. You see, it's not.
I don't know how.
It's power.
Yeah. Oh no, you're absolutely right. It's power. But how is it going to benefit them? The thing is, these people don't understand.
They gain power. They gain power.
Them.
This is their power. So back, the money people gain power and money.
Right.
These people gain power by they get to be as racist as they want to be. They get to be
I forgot
free
about
of
that.
hate. Yeah, they get to be as hateful as they want. They get to, at some point in time, if they ever get the go that they get to, take out LGBTQ plus, they get to be that.
Just like that kid who killed
their power.
Just like that kid, I forgot his name, who killed those 2 or 3 guys, and he got off scot-free.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rittenhouse. Yeah, it's
exactly.
That's their power. You see, they don't have to be. So the power, what they want, trickles down to them.
Yeah.
And what the Democrats are removing is their ability to be hateful,
right,
and mean and prejudiced, and they don't like that. That's why they always come up with the our rights are being taken away. I don't have the right to be racist.
Yeah.
They want to just.
Oh yeah.
That's what
That's
they
a big
want.
deal to them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's true. I didn't think, because it's probably because I wasn't born here. You know, to me, that's not power.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, you're correct. Because you can get yourself into major trouble, and a lot of them have learned the hard way, like that what we call the Karens and the Kens.
Right. Right.
You just forget yourself where you are, and you go and do something like that, and they put you on the internet, and your life is ruined.
Yes, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
I think which I'm all for, expose them. However, when we are not power hungry people.
Right.
What we want is calm, cool, collective,
Exactly.
unifying, save the world, love. That's
Sure.
what we want.
Right. But
And
not these, not
yeah,
the MAGA crowd.
yeah. So what we want, that's the complete and total contrast. We are healed. That's why they call us woke.
Right.
They are not healed.
No, they don't want to.
No. Well, I don't even know if they want to. I don't even know if they know it's an option.
Well, you have a point. That is true. They don't even know if they have an option. And the reason why I said you're correct, because if they have the correct leader, someone, first of all, who can stand up and say, we are heading in the wrong direction, who's respected and can grab those people, the MAGA crowd,
Yeah.
from Trump and channel that entire energy in a different direction. So you're correct.
Yeah.
So
how it is we didn't get healed until we knew that we could take that option either. So in our own journey is the same thing.
Yes.
And I think a lot, and this is not to put a slight to anybody who goes to church. This is not it. I'm just saying there is a huge community of people who do organize religion.
Right.
Even I was also in one of them, that they get told day in and day out, do not go out of this religion. Do not.
Yes, I heard about that.
Beyond that, there's no inclusive.
Yeah.
This is a solid line of where you have to go, and you cannot deviate from that. And then when they get them there, they are able to teach them and direct them and to control.
Oh, they own you then.
Best they can. Yeah.
Yep.
So yes. They don't even know that's an option. You see what I mean? There are.
Oh yeah. No, you are right, and I want to tell you why. My mom passed recently, and one of my sisters go to a church, just because we were born in Haiti, and there are a lot of Haitians there. To make a long story short, for my mother's funeral, they did a Catholic service, and they said, "Well, we can do one too." The guy says, "No." The pastor said, "No. If you're doing Catholic, we don't want to have anything to do with this." And then one of my sisters says, "Then you want." Wow. She says, "You're supposed to be a pastor. You should be, inclusive, allow people to do what they want." And she says, "You're not welcome." My other sister was kind of embarrassed, but I feel that was the right thing to do. I mean, you're a pastor. Yeah, so what? They do the Catholic services, and you can come in either at first or after. Doesn't matter, But that's to prove the point you are saying. Yes, I'm glad my sister goes, she prays with them and everything, but she doesn't believe in that. Well,
yeah,
there are 7 of us who would pile on her anyway.
Right.
So, but you're right. If they can get you to that point, because if my sister was one of those, she could have said, "Well, if you're doing Catholic, then I'm not going to participate."
Did your mom was her favorite thing fruit, like lemons and oranges?
My mom?
Yeah.
She loved oranges.
Well, I keep on getting this picture of this woman who loved bright yellow, and she has some sort of
she
loves
used to wear
decoration of lemon, oranges.
Well, she used to do that because she used to do offering, because she used to be a priestess. So yes, there was always a lot of colors.
Yeah.
She had a room dedicated to, that was her way of doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she just
And
comes across she has this headdress, like bright colors of a headdress that I'm seeing her in.
oh yeah, she used to have, oh my God, all the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah.
Of scarves. You know what I mean? And she used to have a room. We have, oh my God, all kinds of colors in there.
But she's showing me literally fruit decorations, though, like a lemon or an orange or that kind of a decoration of fruits and stuff like that.
Right.
Banana.
Yeah. So she used to make those plates, apple, bananas.
Ah, there you go.
They used to have popcorns. And we couldn't wait. We were young, and we couldn't wait for whatever we didn't care.
Yeah.
Whatever prayer she was doing, and after she was done with the prayer, so we couldn't go and grab the food.
Yes, that's what she's.
But yeah, you're right. That is the.
So she's definitely
used to do that. Yes.
She's definitely here.
That's the fruit you're getting.
So yeah, she's actually, and I don't mean to like offer a reading, but she's so loud. I've been waiting. I was like, well, maybe I should, I don't know. But the message that she's saying is that she is going to be also your communicator. So
really, well, that's nice. I'm not surprised.
When you ask for the information, you can literally.
I never ask her, but
she's offering.
Yeah, the thing is, when I was in my late 20s, early 30s. That's why I started doing this. I mean, for the public. I used to do it for my friends. I used to have fun when I was in college. Oh my God, it was, the story of whenever we used to get together. In any event, because I didn't want to do this, I was a friend of the family. That guy, one of the best psychics I've ever met. He told me, well, good luck. With your engineering degrees, you're going to be doing reading for people. I'm like, that's never going to happen. So after that, I had a dream. My mom was sitting on a chair and in front of me, and she says, you're going to have to do this for people. She used to use a candle when she used to read. And she had a candle in front of her, and she told me that. That's when I started little by little, and then I went on AOL.
Right.
Because AOL, no one knew me, and I was working for a company at the time. It was, backwards, but you weren't allowed to have a second job,
right.
So I used to go on AOL and do it so like that no one would know me. My name at the time was Stars Scout. I used to work for a small psychic company. Oh yeah, they call it Planet Stars. It's still around. It's very small. I don't know if it, I believe they are on the internet because not too long ago I Googled them. They're still around. But I'm talking about late 90s, early 2000s, 99, 2000, around that time frame. Wow. So, yeah.
Your mom's telling you that she's offering her services to you.
Oh, thank you, Mom. But I'm not going to ask.
She'll be able to get a direct answer for you. Is what
she knows how I am.
She's a very powerful woman.
Well, when she was here, yeah. Well, I'm sure on the other side.
Yeah, she's very powerful. So she's very, very dutiful, is what she also said. Very dutiful.
Yeah, that is true. You're right.
Her duties
absolutely. Seriously. Yes.
So, all right. Well, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel.
My pleasure.
I hope everybody who has made it this far, I hope you have enjoyed this. Is there any last words that you would like to leave us with?
No. I mean, thank you for having me. It's been great. I appreciate it. You are one of the few people who asked me to be on your channel. You know who else? Hogarth. I don't know if you know Hogarth.
I do know Hogarth. I have asked him. You talk to him.
I'm going to talk to him. In fact, we're going to collaborate, I think, Monday.
Oh, good. You tell him to come on my channel. I've offered him and he said no.
Oh, I'll tell him. He said no, really?
Yes. I don't know. Maybe he was busy or something like that, or I caught him at the wrong time, but I offered. He goes, no. What else? Like, yeah, tell 'em.
Yeah, Monday, August 15th. Hogarth
Okay.
and I, we are collaborating. He's pretty good astrologer too.
And he's
Yeah,
fun.
you will enjoy talking to him. Yeah, he's fun. He's a lot of fun. Whenever I go to their,
Yeah.
every once in a while they ask me to do their Saturday show, so it's fun.
Good.
In any event, but thank you for having me. It's been great. It was nice talking to you. Thank you for the mom read.
Yeah, he showed up for sure. So,
All right.
all right. Well, thank you, everybody. I hope you made it this far, and I appreciate you. And
Thank you. Same here to you. We appreciate you as well. God bless. Take care.
yeah,
Bye-bye.
go see him on his channel. Go subscribe.
Thank you. Bye-bye.